Hello friends, welcome to my channel T Path to Universe. Today in this video I'll be talking about how will be your or for all the lagnas, how will be your month April 2025, as lot many transits are happening, and you will see most of the planets will accumulate in the Pisces sign. So by the end of March, especially 2.5 days, you will see um, six planets in Pisces sign. That's Saturn, Sun, Mercury, Venus, Rahu, and Moon. An eclipse is also forming, so there's a great impact. And because it is happening by the end of March, so April month will be the most transformative month, especially the next 2 months, April and May. So let's begin with Aries Lagna. For you, I would say, because your Lagna Lord is currently debilitated in the Cancer sign from 3rd April and in the 4th house, so it's your Lagna Lord and the 8th house Lord, so you need to be really careful, Aries Lagna people, because your Lagna Lord itself is very weak and it's the 8th house Lord. So your home environment can get disturbed, your health can get disturbed, your mother's health can get disturbed. Especially, it's not the good time for your health, your mother's health, and your home environment. Anything related to property. If you are in a school, there also you won't be able to focus much. Don't do any kind of real estate trading. Someone can go away, far away from your home, anyone, because your 12th house is highly active. 12th house will have all the six planets in the initial first day of April. Later only five planets will be there. So I have already made a lot many videos how it will impact when all these planets will be together, and how mutual understanding of these planets, whether the conjunction of any planet degree wise in the nakshatra wise, how it will be impacting you. So, majorly, let's understand this, because for you, your Lagna Lord is very weak in the month of April, especially, and because 12th house is heavily active, make sure you don't spend anything on the real estate trading. Then you will definitely see losses over there. Someone can leave your home and go far away. It can, if it's like a positive indication, someone can leave your home and go to some other place for education or career, or it could be not so good for your mother's health or your health. Even someone can depart in your family, maybe someone can die. Okay, that's also indicated, because a lot of planets are there in the 12th house. So make sure, and if you have very good transit, then it could also mean someone who was very willing to leave the country and go to some faraway place for the betterment, for their future, or buy any property in some other city, place, or foreign country. This is also foreseen. Even any kind of investment that you are going to do in the cryptocurrency, in multinational companies, there you will definitely gain, because you have to understand how transits are happening. Accordingly, if you will make your move, that will be very beneficial for the long term. Make sure, because see, if I talk about Saturn is your 10th and 11th house Lord, so it's not functional benefit for you. Venus is Marak for you. Mercury is not good for you, for your chart. Rahu doesn't act good in a good way for this Lagna. So ultimately, all the malefic planets are there in the 12th house, so you need to be really cautious. Even you can lose your job also at this time. Some financial crunches can happen, and you might feel that you have nothing in your hand. Okay, hand to mouth, you could be in a really big financial crisis at this time. Your job could go, something can happen. Definitely, it's a bad indication for you. You have to take it very cautiously. Month of April and month of May looks really difficult for you. Now, coming to the part where these all planets are together, so Sun will definitely enter the Aries sign in the mid of April, because Sun is your 5th house Lord and it will get exalted in your Lagna. So this will be the time from mid of April that some relief you will get from, especially in your life, in your daily life, because something good will happen in your children's life, and maybe any of your child, or even if you are still into education, or you are taking education, and something good can happen. You can get name, fame, recognition. This can happen because of your children, or you yourself can get that. Your pride will enhance at this time, and you will get that, some kind of name, fame, position in your life because of your children or yourself because of your education. Okay, so it looks really good, but ultimately rest of the planets will be there in the 12th house. So you have to be cautious, especially the Rahu and Saturn conjunction is not so good, making Pishach Yog. This will be detrimental for a lot of bad things, but ultimately good part will be, especially from 14th April, things will, fifth house, don't take fifth house as so lightly, because fifth and ninth house are those houses which can give you the best of results, and especially because the Lagna is Mars and fifth house lord is Sun, so everything will balance out if Sun goes in the exaltation sign in the Lagna from 14th April. So if situation gets worse in your life, still because of the transit of Sun from 14th April, things will still be balanced after that. Now, Rahu and Ketu, I have already told. Ketu is there in the sixth house. So, Ketu here is moving ahead towards fifth house. So this is a good move, and slowly it is heading towards, because fifth house is there in the sixth house. Jupiter is already aspecting it. Jupiter from the second house is enhancing your family. Maybe someone got married, some family business got enhanced, you had partied a lot in this 1 year, maybe your wealth got increased, you got new sources. So all these things look really fine for you, and now things are improving in your daily life. But ultimately most of the planets are conjunct in the 12th house, so someone's health will definitely get disturbed. And don't try to invest in any kind of enmity or anger issues, or anything to do with court case litigation. And don't buy any property on loan, especially at this time. Don't do all these things. Don't do gambling also at this time, so else things will not be in your favor. Wait till the end of May. Okay. Now, if I talk about Taurus, for you, this whole conjunction is happening in your 11th house, and because your Lagna Lord is currently exalted in the 11th house, so many of you might feel that some of your desires, whether it be any Mahadasha, even if the Mahadasha is not so benefic for you, still you will feel, because everything is falling in the 11th house, and whatsoever planet be, and whose ever dasha be currently, you will definitely feel one of or two three of your desires are getting fulfilled at this time. But because it's Saturn which is moving ahead in the 11th house, definitely that desire will get fulfilled. And the most important thing is, Saturn will continue remaining in the 11th house, and Rahu will come to Aquarius, and rest of the planets will move ahead, because on 14th April, your fourth house lord, which is neutral and good for you, Sun will enter the exaltation sign. So many of you can leave your home city and go to some faraway place. Your desire will get fulfilled. Maybe you get a new job, you get a wealth enhancement, you get a financial enhancement, maybe you get a new friend circle, your social network, your name, fame will rise. All these things will happen. And if you are into education also, there you will see some betterment, some new hereditary position, public service related any work, government related any recognition can get at this time. Anything to do with where you wanted to, like anything to do with education also. If you wanted to achieve anything in your education, like you wanted to compete and win over any competition, or gain a position or a seat in a government college, government institution, or any recognized institution, there you might find the best of position. And even it's not just good for all these things, but as the transits will move ahead, you will see situation is very very favorable for you. And because Jupiter is there in the Lagna, whenever Jupiter is there, either in the Kundli or while transiting in the fifth, ninth, and first house, this Jupiter somewhere balances out the negative energy of the whole chart. So right now it's the most benefic time for you. Believe in God, have faith in God, respect your elders, be faithful to your roots and religion, and even be mindful, learn more and more, and move ahead. I think this Jupiter is currently making you push yourself, get out of the boundaries, because later when Rahu will enter the 10th house, because of whatever knowledge you have gained in this 1 year while Jupiter was there in the Lagna, this Rahu will make you push out of the boundaries and think out of the box to get name, fame, recognition. So in next 18 and a half 1.5 year, 18 months, this Rahu will help you in those things, upachaya bhava. So many of the people, they will always tell, okay, if second house is not good, so you won't get good money, good dhan in your life, good wealth in your life. But I have seen in many of the wealthy people's kundli, they have upachaya bhav, they have a strong upachaya bhav. That's the third, sixth, the 10th and 11th. So whenever wealthiness comes or richness come, it comes from upachaya bhava. Whenever penury come, that's a poverty come in your life, that comes because of certain other houses. That could be because of your 12th house, because of your third house. That could be because of your fifth and weak fifth house. Because sometimes, if your trikona bhavs are also weak, especially the fifth house, then also things doesn't go in your favor. Because eighth house can give you inheritance, money from inheritance, others money, 11th house is your salary, 10th house can give you status, name, fame, even if you are working or not. Sixth house through service, seventh house through business, ninth house through father. Even if it, wherever it is placed, maybe luck could be less, but still it can give you through father or gurus, or through if you get into spiritual, get into religious activities. Even from 12th house through investments also you can get. From, if you are involved into fourth house activities, like anything to do with your mother home, there also you can gain. From third house you need lot of effort. So third house, fifth house, if they are little bit afflicted, they can give you those kind of penury. I've seen fifth house affliction can give you poverty, because this is the strongest of trikona bhava. Lagna if is afflicted, that can give you poverty. Because if lagna is weak, then your willpower is weak. So you won't be able to withstand any difficulty in your life, any mental trouble or situation where you are like destined to beg the people or beseech from others. So for them, then situation can be really difficult. For the Taurus Lagna, as I said, your Mercury is making Neej Bhang Raj Yoga in the 11th house. Venus is exalted, Lagna Lord, 6th house Lord. So even if certain hurdles can come, hurdles in the form of situation where, I would say there is no bad situation, because even the Parivartan Yoga is forming between 6th house Lord, first house Lord going into the Pisces sign, and the Pisces dispositor is Jupiter sitting in the Lagna in the Taurus sign. So all the Rajyogs are forming. See, whosoever understand the basic astrology, they will say it's nonsense to even talk about ki Taurus are not improving there. Taurus have already suffered a lot. So this is the time for your transformation, okay? And because all the yogas are forming in your 11th house, whether it be Parivartan Yoga, Neech Bhang Raj Yoga, Malavya Yoga, that is forming because of the Venus in the exaltation sign, Rahu Venus Yoga, Rahu Ketu, Mercury Yoga is forming, Rahu in the Upachaya Bhava, Saturn, which is your Yoga Karak. Okay, I would tell you the basics of something. Yoga Karak planet is something which is not just only the Trikona Bhav Lord, but the Kendra Bhav Lord. So Saturn is your Yoga Karak. Yoga Karak, wherever it sits in the chart, gives you that energy, the Yog Karak energy in that house. Even if it is in the 6th, 8th, or 12th, the Yog Karak energy, the benefic energy, or the functional benefic energy of the Saturn will always be there. And because it's in the Upachaya Bhav, because it's next to its sign, Mool Trikona sign, it will give you the best of results in these 2.5 years in the Pisces sign. So the best time is starting. The only thing you need to be cautious, because the Pishach Yoga is forming, though the Pishach Yoga is not bad for you in the 11th house, but still need to be cautious of your health. When moon will be there, okay, when moon will be there with sun, with Rahu making eclipse, then some mental disturbance could be there. Your mind can get disturbed. So beware of that. Your soul can get hurt because of some certain situation. Maybe you have some, difference of opinions with others. So because of which your soul, your mind can get disturbed. So don't get disturbed. Don't get disheartened. Things are improving. The transformative time is always like this. Okay. Now, if I talk about Gemini Lagna, for Gemini Lagna, this is happening in your 10th house. Now, 10th house, if I talk about the 10th house, then 10th house is basically the house where most of the planets will be there. So, for your Lagna, functional benefic is Venus, Mercury, and Saturn is not functional benefic, but it is benefic because it's the eighth house lord, so it is still considered benefic because it's even ninth house lord, but it's not functional benefic. Okay, you have to understand the difference between functional benefic, neutral, yog karak, and marak, functional malefic, these things. Okay, rest all other are functional malefic. Rahu will behave nicely for this lagna because ultimately is the lagna of Mercury, Gemini. So Rahu, Mercury, Venus will give you good results. Sun won't give you good result. It's the third house lord, so it's difficult for you in the 10th house. Then talking about Saturn will give you neutral results, better than neutral results, but ultimately it will give you neutral results. Okay, now in the 10th house, something related regarding your career, some major transformation will come, some major changes will come. Some changes you will be able to accept, some changes you won't be able to accept. Like for example, I'm giving you an example. Like you got a job in a company, you are getting good salary, but still you are not satisfied over there, maybe because of the colleagues, you are not getting enough support from them, or because of the workload. Though the company is good, though the salary is good, workload is there. So mixed kind of situation will happen for you in the career frame. For some people, that this could be loss of your job position, and then you regain position in your life, but still there will be hurdles. Means after getting position also, you will still find such certain situation which will not be in your favor. Giving an example, I told you, maybe your colleagues are not friendly with you, they are not helpful, or you get a lot of workload and the expectation could be really high, and you are not able to uh, you know uh, r- uh, give the so called outputs that maybe your high authorities demand. So certain situation can form. And even for those who want to get into any kind of education, especially the research related education, masters, PhD, or any kind of research, it's a good time for you, any subject which is dealing with that. Now even for those people who want to get married at this time, so situation looks like that after May, marriage prospects are forming for this lagna, especially when Jupiter will enter the lagna house. And because the situation is forming from April itself only, maybe just before only it is started to form, some people might fall in love with someone in their professional life, or someone close to them, or they may start liking someone, and then they feel like further when Jupiter will be there in the lagna, they uh, maybe feel like settling down together or getting married together. That situation can form for you. But from now onwards only, transit is forming, conjunction is forming, where you will get attracted to someone, or someone getting attracted to you, or some infatuation can also happen, like just just an attraction that can also happen. But mind it, this is also a situation where you will enjoy in your work life, you will party over there, your whole focus will be there in your career, not on your home life, not on your married life, not on your own mental peace, because Ketu is there. But slowly and steadily, when Rahu will enter the ninth house and Ketu in the third house, then situation will be quite different and difficult also. Okay, so changes are seen. Later, Sun on 14th April will enter the exaltation sign in the 11th house. So, because the third house lord, one Upachaya Bhav lord, is going in the another Upachaya Bhav, though it is a Marak for you, not extreme Marak, but still it's Marak. Third house is considered Marak. Okay, so it's malefic for you, functional malefic. So, Sun over here will be giving you certain situations where out of difficulties and hurdles, still you will find support from your colleagues, from your social network, and maybe they help out in developing your skill, in honing your skills. Maybe they help out in your hard work, maybe they help out in finishing some task in your life, maybe they become your strength. Okay, if you want to have you want to initiate some project or something like that. Okay, so certain situations are forming which looks like most of the things are still in your favor, but uh, still there could be situation where you have to uh, be little bit patient and you need to be little bit cautious of how you are interacting. And same goes, as I said, Mars is currently there in the Cancer sign for the whole month. It's there in your second house, so you have to be cautious how you are speaking and interacting with other people. Like for Taurus, this Mars is transiting in the third house, so it's good for them, though it is weak. It's debilitated, but ultimately it's the Marak Bhav Lord which is going in the third house. So this will give good result for them, so they will feel like they have a lot of strength to initiate something, they will have courage to do something. But and even their luck will favor. But if I talk about Gemini, it's there in your second house where it's getting debilitated, and it's the 11th house lord, while it is even the lord of the sixth house. So definitely you will fight with your family members. Your speech will be very aggressive. Maybe with your colleagues and friends, you start fighting with them. You will eat a lot of junk food, your oily and roasted food that can somewhere disturb your health. You can try to control your own relationship, love relationship, even your children. Your intelligence can get disturbed at this time. Maybe you don't focus much on your education. So all these situation can form for you, so you need to be little bit cautious in the month of April. And because the eclipse is forming from the end of March, and sun moon together with Rahu, it's forming in the 10th house, so eclipse over there. That means your mental health, your health, whether be soul level or mental level, that will definitely get disturbed, and the reason will be your career profession. Okay. And other reason could be because of which some everything is interrelated. Your speech can get disturbed, the way you are speaking. Maybe you get abusive, maybe you start fighting with others, maybe with your family members, friends, colleagues, everything. So you need to be little bit mindful and start controlling others by with your words and speech. So I would suggest, and even be cautious of your health also, because ultimately you might start eating a lot of junk and oily and lot of roasted food, so that can disturb your health. And be cautious of any sort of blood related issues also. When Mars is there debilitated in the second house, it can cause pimples, rashes, all those things. Now, if I talk about Cancer, for you, Mars is there in the Lagna, debilitated. So it's the 10th house lord and the 5th house. It's a Yog Karak. Even if it is debilitated in the lung, it's still because it's a Yog Karak for you, it will give you good results. You will be very emotional, you will be very caring at this time, very supportive, very defensive. Not just for your mother, for your home life, but even for your housewife, if your housewife is there. You will be very protective for your married life, for your partners, business, and you will be very supportive and protective for your in-laws also. Okay. Some transformative relation could be there with your in-laws. You might feel like starting a new business if you are willing to. And it's a very good time where your status will rise. Ultimately it's the 10th house lord, your position will rise. It's a Yog Karak forming the lug. You will feel very really independent, and maybe you at times feel I am the sole one who has to take care of everything in their life, whether it be your partner, whether it be your home life, mother, for the security of them. Okay. So those kind of feelings can happen for you, and because it will be there in the Pushya Nakshatra also. So somewhere is the Pushya Nakshatra is ruled by Saturn, so this talks about responsibility also. So you can get little bit responsible like a mature person. Okay. Now Saturn, Mercury, Rahu, Sun, Venus, all will be there in the your ninth house. Later on 14th April, Sun will enter the exaltation sign, which is the second house lord in the 10th house. It's a good time. Maybe you get a new job, and where your salary could be really high, or some new position. Maybe someone in your family can get a status or recognition. That could be possible for you. Currently situation can be there where you get separated from your father, gurus, go to some faraway place, interact with a lot of foreign people who are culturally very different from you. Your attraction towards other culture could be there. This is a time if your Mahadasha, Antardasha is not good, and even you are old enough where uh, father can depart. Okay. That could be the situation. And as I said, this whole time period, especially when Ketu is there in the third house, maybe your willpower strength was not enough to uh, kick start new things in your life. But as these all planets are merging together, forming conjunction in the ninth house, they will give you enough willpower and strength to initiate a lot of new things in your life at this time. Maybe you start a new career, maybe you start a new business, new position, and you ask for a salary increment, because ultimately it's looking like you might get a status position rise. Salary increment could be there. You might leave your family and go some far away place. A bond with your mother can increase, and even it looks like your father could be really supportive. He can help you out in a lot of financial matters. Your You will see your bond with your elder siblings is regaining, getting more friendly. Your friends circle is increasing, your bond with your other siblings is increasing. Childbirth indication is there, marriage indication is there. You can go for basic education at this time. And if you're going for higher education, especially master's, then you can go to some far away place in your own country, to some other state, or even to some foreign countries. Okay, it is indicated for you at this time. So overall, I would say for Cancer, the whole month looks amazing, except for you need to take care of your father. Your relationship with your bosses, authorities, gurus, and father also, your relationship with them can get damaged. Your father's health can get damaged. You need to take care of that. And apart from it, if I see, then I would say your mother will be more focused on your father at this time. And even they can go for pilgrimage also. You go and perform some puja with your mother, and your mother will be really supportive. You will get financial support from them. You will initiate something new in your career. Maybe you start a new business also. Marriage prospects are there. So overall, everything looks fine for you. The only thing looks critical is for your father. Your father's situation, something related to your authority, you and your authority, looks difficult. Okay, so that this is the situation which is forming for the April month. So this was all for Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer Lagna. For you, how will be your April 2025? For next Lagnas, I will be making separate videos. And for the conjunction that is happening in the Pisces sign, I have made a lot many videos in very descriptive format, where whole details are given in different videos, so that you can understand how every plant will behave with different conjunction, when it's retrograde, when it's direct, in different nakshatras, so that you get the brief idea about your circumstances, and you be ready and cautious of the situation. I would say, because the eclipse is forming, be little cautious for everyone, because from the month of April till May end, eclipse is forming in the month of March end and beginning of April. So it's not so good for you, for your mental health especially. It's not so good. Maybe you get something, your maybe some of your desire get fulfilled, or you get something in your life which is really good and happening, but still from some part of situation you might get disheartened. So that could be anything. Okay, so I would say all the best for you for this new journey, and a happy new Hindu new year to everyone.